Hey guys, so today I'm here to do another requested video from you guys. I'm here to do a hyped up video on the Colourpop Cosmetics line. So a lot of you guys asked in my Kylie Cosmetics video to do an overview of just the Colourpop Cosmetics because a lot of you guys are interested in trying it, or maybe you have tried it and you want to know how I'd like it. Colourpop Cosmetics are kind of along the same lines, I feel like, as Kylie Cosmetics. So I'm excited to get into this box because I ordered this actually like a month and a half ago and it's been sitting at my desk for a month now unopened, because I wanted to open it with you guys, kind of to show you the packaging and all of that, because I have had bad experiences at times with cosmetic companies sending stuff and stuff being broken or not packaged very well. Kylie Cosmetics were actually packaged really well and I didn't have any complaints with those, so we'll see what this is like. I do already have my foundation and my concealer and my powder done on my face. Everything else I'm hoping to use with Colourpop. I actually don't remember what I ordered. This sounds really bad, but because it was such a long time ago, I don't remember exactly what's in here. But the packaging is adorable, and it does come very well packaged. There's lots of foam in here. It's not just like wrapped with tissue paper, rolling around, or anything like that. Oh, I ordered way more things than I thought I did. So this is what everything is packaged like. It looks great. I'm excited because when I was doing my ordering, there was a buy something, get a brush free thing going on, which I did want to try the brushes. So it kind of worked out well for me because I was going to buy those eyeshadows anyway, so I got 2 brushes for free. So I wanted to try out their eye brushes because they are really affordable and because they were really cute. They're pink. I like pink, so sue me. I am already going to say that I'm not... I don't know. We'll see how they apply, but just feeling them, I'm not a huge fan. I wanted to try to do my whole entire face with these products just like I did with the Kylie Cosmetics stuff, so I ordered a little bit of everything. A lot of stuff that I wanted to try was sold out, however. So I did get this Super Shock Cheek, and this is in the color... I don't know. Why isn't the color on the packaging? Wouldn't that make sense if they put the color? There is no color on the packaging. I don't know why, but that kind of is annoying. Like, why wouldn't you put it on the outside too? This is in the color Birthday Suit, and I liked it just because it looked like a really nice mauve-y neutral color for my skin this summer. The packaging is really nice. It is a twist-off plastic. And then I got another Super Shock Cheek, and this is in Lunch Money, and this is just a highlighter that I really wanted to try because it looked beautiful on the swatches online. Then I got some eyeshadows right here, not necessarily to all use today, but just because the colors just looked really fun. The first one I got in here, again, it would really be helpful if the colors were on the boxes. I'm gonna say it would be helpful. First color I got was Girly. This is more of like a highlighter. I'm gonna swatch this real quick just in case. And it's not very, it's a little bit more sheer than I thought it would be. But it is pretty. I think that would make a really nice all-over lid color. And then I got an eyeshadow in Animal, and this was really pretty because it did have like these mermaidy glitter like flecks in it. And oh my gosh, that's a really nice texture. They're very soft, and that's what that looks like. It actually looks really nice up against my skin, and you just have that subtle fleck of like, I don't know, prettiness. The texture of it is very similar, if not almost identical, to the Kylie Cosmetics highlighters. I don't know if you remember that video, but if you watched it, the texture was like almost wet and very like creamy, but it was still a dry powder, if that makes sense, but it felt like wet and cool to the touch. And then right here we have Partridge, which this one I really liked for a smoky eye. It's a very beautiful like mermaid charcoal gray. This is very similar to Lounge in Urban Decay, which I love Lounge, you guys know that. But what I liked about it was that it was a darker version. Like, it gives the same kind of purpley green gray undertone as Urban Decay's Lounge. Actually, I'm gonna find that and swatch it next to it. But I thought it looked darker. Maybe I'm wrong though. Maybe it's exactly the same name though, and I'm gonna have 2 of the same thing. Let me see if I can find it. So this is Urban Decay's Lounge. Makeup Geek also has a version of this color as well. But this right here feels more dense. It doesn't feel as like powdery, but yeah. They are almost identical, but if you saw it in person, this one is a little bit more maroony and this one's a little bit more gray. Like, you can kind of see it when I do that. So similar, but this one has a pinkier undertone and this one's more of a greenish undertone, but so I am going to try this, but look, they're almost identical. So if you can't afford Lounge by Urban Decay, which is a gorgeous color, I highly suggest you getting one of these. Colourpop does sell it, and it is called Partridge and is very pretty. The last eyeshadow single I got is also a Super Shock. I should probably have mentioned that the other ones were Super Shocks as well. This is in the color Bubbly, and this is in a really pretty, fun, like shimmery pink, which I like pink. Oh my gosh, that's a really, this is like a beautiful pink too. Ooh. Ooh, very pretty. So this is like a very fun girly pink. It's very sheer, but the sparkle is beautiful. So I think this will go gorgeous over like an overlay, like on top of another shadow, just to kind of give it a little bit of something. But it's the perfect like birthday princess pink. Like I really like that. Even though I'm not someone who actually wears a lot of pink makeup. But I'm trying to change that. I really want to try to change that. The next thing I got was a brow pencil because I did want to try their brow pencil out. This time they did put the name of what it is on the outside, and this is in Bangin' Brunette. Bangin' Brunette. Very, very, very fine pencil tip. Like, I feel like I'm going to break this thing if I like press it too hard. Very sleek, very slender. All the packaging is white, which wouldn't normally bother me, but just doing swatches and stuff, it's already getting dirty, and I'm kind of an OCD neat freak, so that might cause me issues later down the road. But we will see. The little spoolie brush isn't as impressive as like Anastasia's spoolie brush or Benefit's spoolie brush, but it'll do. So I thought I would try that. I haven't tried an eyebrow pencil in a long time since moving over to my dip brow, so yes. And then I got an ultra matte lip because a lot of you guys were talking about their lip colors, and this is in Tulle. Now the swatches online, I hate getting lip products online because it's just the swatches never, I feel like they never look what I expect them to look like in person. So this one is very pretty though. This is in Tulle. Whoops, I just got it on my nose. It smells like nothing. Like I can't smell anything. And it is a very, very, very deep, deep burgundy color. I don't have any colors like this. I have colors similar to it, but this is probably the darkest liquid matte that I have. And then I got two more things. I did want to try some of their palettes so that I could tell you guys whether or not they were great. This is the Blow Me Away Pressed Powder Palette. I don't think I really knew what the name of this was before I bought it, else I would have been like chuckling like a little schoolgirl. But this is the packaging. It is really, really cute. Like I will say it's very, very cute. And I will say also that even though it's made out of like the same cardboard feeling as the Kylie Cosmetics packaging, this cardboard feels a lot better constructed and a lot nicer than the Kylie Cosmetics. So right away I will say that. And this one's more of like a peachy, nectar-y type color. I really wanted some more pinkier, nectar-y colors for the summer, just because I don't have a lot of these colors in any of my palettes, and just because they looked really, really nice, and I wanted to try something different. We'll swatch real quick all of these and see how they feel. These are definitely just like a pressed powder. They're not like the Super Shock ones that are that kind of creamy, wet feeling, and they are pretty, let's see where I can swatch this. They're pretty pigmented, so that's pretty nice. Those will go really nicely with my tan. So those colors actually will look really nice this summer, so I'm excited about that. And the last palette I got, which is actually dirty on the back already, but that's okay, is in Done Deal, and it's in this nice bright pink packaging. And then it's got the white packaging. That white packaging's killing me, guys, because I'm getting everything so dirty. It's all new and it's all dirty. And this is a blush and highlight palette. Look how huge that thing is. This thing is huge. It also has a nice mirror in it. Did my eyeshadow one have a mirror in it? I didn't even look. That was one of my biggest complaints with the Kylie palettes, is there's no mirror. No mirror on this one either, but there is a huge mirror on this highlight and blush palette, which this thing is huge. So this is your like Barbie pink. Part of the reason why I got this palette was because it was the only one available at the time. Well, only one that I liked. The other one was sold out, and I thought this one looked okay. And this is, yeah, your like purpley Barbie pink, which actually I'm really excited to use that. I don't have any color like this just because I usually get scared away from this like strong of a pink color. And then we have this highlight, which is very creamy as well, and that highlight is gorgeous. So I'm excited about that. Again, that is huge. Like, you get a lot in there. So there's the overview of everything I got. I just realized I did not get a bronzer, and I think that's because they were sold out of the one that I wanted. So for bronzer today, I will be using my Bare Minerals in Warmth. This has been like, I've been using this since my freshman year in high school, guys. My freshman year in high school. I love the Bare Minerals Warmth. I stopped using it for a long time. I don't know why. I was at Sephora like 2 months ago, and I was like, you know what? I'm feeling nostalgic. I want to try this again. And sure enough, oh, it's so good, so good. So this is what I'll be using for my bronzer. As you guys know, I like to start off with my eyebrows, so we're gonna start off with the brows with this brow pencil. I'm a little bit scared. I haven't used a brow pencil in quite some time, but this one, oh, actually that color is really nice. You can't see yet, but that color is actually really nice. It's very pigmented. I felt like the Benefit one took forever to like, I felt like I had to push really hard. This one I only have to lightly press in, and I'm getting a lot of color payoff, and it's actually really easy to use. I don't even know if I remember how to use an eyebrow pencil, to be honest. I'm not hating on this pencil at all. I am hating on the way that I am using it though. I, for some reason, feel like my eyebrows don't look like they normally do. I'm gonna do the other one real quick and see if maybe that looks more normal. But for some reason, I'm totally like using this versus my eyebrow dip brow gel or whatever. I'm forgetting exactly how to do my eyebrows suddenly. I do really like this pencil though. It is a lot easier to handle than the Benefit Ka-Brow one. Slowly getting somewhere. So I'm actually kind of feeling this eyebrow pencil a lot. Like, I know it looks a little bit crazy because I don't have any other makeup on, but I kind of really like this eyebrow pencil. I'm going to real quick clean up the underbrow using my NARS Creamy Concealer and then also a small angled brush just because I like that clean and sharp and evened out, and also because my eyebrows are a little bit uneven. Like I've mentioned, I do have one that sits a little bit lower than the other one. Eventually maybe I'll get that fixed. I don't know, we'll see, but it does make doing my eyebrows a little bit more difficult sometimes. I'm really surprised. I've been so anti-eyebrow pencil because they're just not, I feel like, as easy to use. But I would say this is, I like this one. I like this one a lot. I might actually have to purchase more in the future. So that's exciting. So first thing, eyebrow pencil, total win. Now let's move on to eyeshadow. So I'm going to try to use these eyeshadow brushes that I got. The first one I'm going to use is just this base matte color right here. I'm not quite sure what it is. There are no names on here, so I don't know what the eyeshadow color is. And okay, I can't use that. This is a piece of crap. Can't use that. Not gonna use it. I barely touched it to my eye, and I can tell you already it's gonna drive me nuts if I continue using that. So I'm gonna move to my e.l.f. brush right here, and I'm gonna grab some of it, and that's a little bit better. And I'm just gonna put that kind of all over my lid. And that's just to set down like a nice matte base so that everything else goes on smoothly, and to kind of even out my eye. I do really like this color. It's a nice matte light color. It's not dragging anywhere, nothing like that. I didn't get a chance to clean my brushes. Do I ever get a chance? So I am using this one. It is a little bit dirty. There's nothing coming off on my hand though, so it's not gonna interfere with the color. But I'm gonna take this lighter pink color right here that's next to that one, and I'm gonna start working that into my crease. This is a very pink look for all the black that I'm wearing, I'm just realizing. And that is very pigmented, and it is blending very nicely. I don't think I've ever worn this much pink on my channel. Do you guys remember when I did like a pink look? I don't. Purple? Yes. Blue? Yes. Actually, I haven't really done a blue look either. But I've never done a pink one, that's for sure. Not this bright a pink. Not this bright a pink. After that, I'm going to take a Makeup Geek brush, and this is just their defined crease brush. I'm going to dip that into the darkest pink right at the end. And I'm going to try to work that in to kind of darken up and make a little bit of, I don't know, a gradient effect, I guess. This is a lot of pink. Oh my gosh, is this a lot of pink. I should have thought this out more. Gem! Gem is excitement. Ooh, gem. Definitely a summer look. Definitely not a winter look is what I'm going for. Woo! That's bright pink. So now we have that down. I almost don't want to use anything else because it's already like so bright in your face. But I am going to go back in with my angled e.l.f. brush into that light nudie pink that I was using earlier, just to kind of, I don't know, lighten up and break up that light pink in the inner corner of my eye. And I'm going to go back with that medium bright pink in the middle. I'm not going to redip my fluffy brush though. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of product still left on it, and then I'm going to go back and just kind of even everything out. So it looks like that. And this is the Sigma blending brush. This is the E25. I use a lot of different fluffy brushes. They're all similar though. The Sigma brush blending E25 is the same as the MAC 217, which is the same as the B Pro blending brush, which these are really cheap by Beauty Junkie. And it's also very similar, if not identical, to the Morphe brush in the M433. So these are all the same. MAC 217, M433, all of that stuff, they're all the same, except for some of them are a lot cheaper. So anyway, so that's what we got so far. I don't even want to use this brush, to be completely honest with you. Like, it just doesn't feel nice. I'm going to take another shader brush though. This is like an angled shader brush by e.l.f. I'm telling you guys, I really like the e.l.f. flat brushes. They're really nice. And I'm going to dip that into the Super Shock in Animal, like I said. And I'm just going to put that really close to my lash line and work that in. And I don't know if that's really doing anything, is it? Did it do anything? I don't know. We'll pretend like it did. It's very creamy. Like, it's a very creamy... You know what I'm going to do? I'm not even going to use... You know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to use a brush. This stuff is too creamy to even use a brush. Like, it's way too creamy. It's like too wet and creamy. So I'm just going to use my finger. And I'm going to press that in and blend it up. You can't really see it. It's not showing up really well on camera. But it's really pretty in person. I'm not going to use the highlighter in there because I kind of want to use the highlighter in this blush palette for my under my brow bone because it's really, really pretty. So I'm going to take my little detailing brush, which I love using this for my underbrow. It's just like the perfect shape. And I'm going to put that in. I feel like I need a little bit something else in here. So I'm going to take a little bit of Partridge with a flat shader brush. And I'm just going to kind of work that in near my lash line a little bit. So one thing I'll say about the Super Shocks is even though they're very pretty swatched, they do not really do well being applied with brushes, which is kind of frustrating. And I'm not a huge fan or a huge proponent for using my fingers to put my eyeshadow on, just because it gets really messy and I feel like I'm not as good with my fingers, especially because of my monolids. So yeah, the Super Shock ones don't really want to go on very well using an eyeshadow brush, so I will forewarn you about that. I mean, it's doable obviously, but it's not the greatest. And then now that I'm happy with that, I'm going to go ahead and just do my eyeliner real quick. Now that I have my eyeliner done, I am actually going to just move on to the rest of my face real quick. So I'm going to take my Bare Minerals Warmth and I'm going to use that as my bronzer because I love it. What I do is I put a little bit in my lid and then I do the swirl and the tap and then the buff. Do you guys remember the infomercial? That's when I started using Bare Minerals products, was when they had the infomercials where you're like swirl, tap, buff. That kind of thing. I miss the brush though. I have considered, now that I'm using their bronzer again, I have considered getting that brush again. It was like a flat, like, I don't know, it was a certain type of brush that they sold with their kits. Like my mom used to buy me the kits off TV after I used to beg for them. So I would get the whole starter kit that would come with the warmth, the mineral veil, and then the foundation color. And I've always been like tan, medium tan, whatever, my entire life. So anyways, it came with like this brush. Alright, so moving on to blush, we're going to use Birthday Suit. This is a Super Shock Cheek, which I'm not quite sure why it's called that because it doesn't feel... Oh, it does feel. It does have that creamy texture. I don't know if this is going to go on okay. We'll see. It's a little bit of a wet, creamy texture as well. I'm going to try using kind of a fluffy brush at first, and if it doesn't go on with a fluffy brush, I will use like a stippling brush. I really hope I don't have to use my fingers with this. I'm not a huge fan of these Super Shocks. I thought I would be. But I'm finding out that I'm not. Desperate times come for desperate measures. Let's try a stippling brush and see if that works better since it is kind of a cream. This is just a Real Techniques one. So that's a little bit better. You can kind of see it. It is applying very well though with a stippling brush. It just doesn't apply with a regular brush. So if you don't own a stippling brush, I would not suggest getting the Super Shock blushes unless you want to use your fingers to blend it in. But my experience with using my fingers to blend in blushes is that it moves my foundation and also any bronzer or powder that I have set down underneath it. So just beware of that, I guess. I have an unsettling feeling that because this is a Super Shock as well, lunch money, it's going to need to be applied. It is. It's like a very, very wet, creamy color. The one thing about the Kylie Cosmetics stuff, even though it has the same texture and feeling, it's still applied really well with like a fan brush, whereas this doesn't want to go on any type of brush whatsoever but a stippling brush or my fingers. But yeah, we'll do that just for the sake of this video. I'm just always scared with my fingers, like I'm gonna mess something up. That's the problem. Like I know some people prefer their fingers because they feel like they have better control over their makeup, but I'm the complete opposite. I do think that it looks okay though, now that it's all been applied. I'm going to go on and do my mascara and put on my lashes and then we'll finish up the look. Alright guys, I have my face and my eye look done. I actually really like it a lot. I am going to try this liquid lipstick though. I am a little bit fearful that's not going to match the rest of my makeup though, so here's crossing our fingers. It is a really pretty color. It is super, super dark though. It's very vampy. I feel like I wasn't expecting that. I was definitely not expecting how dark this would be. I feel like it swatched a little bit lighter on the website. This color definitely does not go very well with the rest of my look, that's for sure. It definitely makes my teeth look yellow, like it gives them a greenish yellow undertone, so I'm not a fan of the color itself. And this is in Tulle. I thought this was, I think, gonna be a little bit lighter. It definitely looks lighter in the bottle versus on the lip. It's very vampy, it's very dark. It has that gross kind of turn my teeth greenish blue look to them, which I don't like, so I don't think I'll ever wear this again. But I will say that I do really like the formula. It dries faster than the Huda Beauty and the Kylie Cosmetics ones. It's a little bit lighter on my lips than the Kylie Cosmetic ones. I would say Huda Beauty's my favorite so far out of liquid mattes, but this actually feels really, really nice. Like, it feels really, really nice. It doesn't feel like it's gonna budge. The Kylie Cosmetic ones, especially the Kristen color, actually wore down a lot faster than the Huda Beauty one. This one I feel like might last longer, or as long as the Huda Beauty. So in regards to how this performs, I really, really like it. I just don't like the color. It just does not look very flattering on me. And some of you might say different, but it's just not a color that I don't think, wear out in public, especially in person, it's making my teeth really yellow. Alright guys, so that's what I think about the Colourpop Cosmetics. Like I said, I really like the pressed powder eyeshadows. I really like the palette for the face. I loved the eyebrow pens. Loved the formula of the lip stuff, not the color. Hated the eyeshadow brushes, like hated them. I don't think I would, no, I did not like those. I will give those to my daughter to play with. And then again, in regards to the Super Shock products, they feel so nice. They feel so creamy. They go on really nice once you get the hang of them and use your fingers or a stippling brush. So if you're looking for cream though, those things are beautiful. As you can see, they go on very like flawlessly after you get the hang of them. So I just put my favorite YSL lipstick. I think it's like number 66 on, and I think it goes a little bit better with this look. But that is it. That is my final consensus. I'm sorry, our heater just kicked on. Yes, I said our heater. It's supposed to be spring. It was 80 degrees last weekend and now it's like 40 something outside. So I'm gonna let you guys go, but that's what I thought about the Colourpop Cosmetics. If you guys have any other suggestions of hyped up videos or products you want me to try, as always, leave them below and I will try to get to them when I can. Thank you for everyone who suggested me trying these products. I've been wanting to try Colourpop for a while, but just never got around to it, and this gave me the push that I needed to do it. And that's about it. If you like videos like this, please of course make sure to give this video a thumbs up, comment below, subscribe if you want to see more videos, hit that notification bell if you want to be notified of when I upload. Thank you for watching as always. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and I will talk to you all in my next video. Bye.